Welcome back, my friends, to another episode of All Quiet in the Trenches. Despite us not getting as many views as we wanted in the last few videos, I've decided to go ahead and continue this series because so many of you have enjoyed watching it. In fact, I had to go back and join a previous beta so that we could continue playing, so I hope you guys appreciate that. And if you really appreciate it, make sure to become a channel member. That helps us out hugely. That being said, guys, we have someone that wants to speak to us, and sure enough, it's the supply clerk, good old logistics officer Hennick. Now, he is talking about resupply that came in, and I am going to see when the next shipment is. Don't expect the next shipment for at least a month. That's quite a lot. Okay. We could request additional provisions, and it looks like storage is filled to the brim, so I am going to take them. Why not? You know, make our men just a little bit happier, and let's go ahead and send someone to go and pick up food. We'll make Vellinger do that. We're, of course, going to have to send someone for laundry duty, and I'm going to have Lotse go ahead and do that. Now, the Lieutenant, these villagers are suspect. I keep hearing stories of attacks by Frank's tireurs on our comrades along the front. These are, of course, French sharpshooters. Organize some patrols going into the village. And let's do it. I'm not going to ask for more work because, believe it or not, we're at exceptional prestige with the Unteroffizier, which is a rare situation for us. Now, Kohn is greatly admired by the villagers, so I'm going to send him in. I'm also going to send in Schmidtbauer, just because he's got a calm disposition, and I think that's going to help. Now, we've got two more men that could be of use here, although perhaps resting them would be the preferential option. Any wishes for tomorrow's meal? Let's see what the rations. It's currently serving the men double rations, and they're well stocked on food. So I'm not going to change that. We're going to keep our men very happy with those double rations. The soldier Linneke was small but sturdy and evidently didn't mind doing whatever needed doing. He took on even the most unpleasant tasks without complaint. Saw when help was needed somewhere and lent a hand. One morning I saw Linneke working on a task that I was sure I had assigned to Lotse. I approached him. I'm going to say let Lotse do his own tasks. We need to get it to the point where Lotse is doing his own work. Linneke looked abashed and then nodded. I guess you're right. After a brief silence, he added, we have it good here. Everyone has something to eat and we have warm clothes. Our families back home are much worse off. We spoke briefly about the families at home and the duties here at the front before I moved on. The soldier had obviously seen a lot. Good old Linneke. He's a good guy, but he shouldn't be doing another soldier's duties. Let them do those on their own. Now, it looks like our exceptional prestige has dropped to high, likely because we didn't do additional tasks, but we're in an excellent mood with our men, and I'm sure that the great rations have no small part to play in that. All right, you're slacking off, Herr Officer. Don't disappoint me. Oh, my goodness. Your unit is tasked with guard duty. All right, and we're also going to ask for more work because we don't want to be slacking off. So let's do some guard duty. And we're also going to help with digging trenches. First, we need to see what is needed. Oh, the latrine is filled to the brim. I hate to give Colin a punishment. He's so awesome. He's highly motivated. But again, that's our rule here in the unit is if anybody asks about the latrine, they get to be the one to clean it. That's just the way things work, unfortunately, for him. So we're going to send Donner over here for laundry duty. Actually, we'll send Linneke for laundry duty. It's not as difficult a task as digging the trenches, and Schmidtbauer and Donner can start digging the trenches. Hopefully this will get us in the good graces of the Unteroffizier once more. Oh no, your soldier Schmidtbauer was extremely rude while patrolling our peaceful village and threatened some of the townspeople. Please don't send him and his kind to us, monsieur. We'll try to remember that. Okay. We're not even going to offer help to the villagers. This is war. Okay. There's an issue with the field hospital. We'll soon be relieving our comrades in the trenches, Herr Unteroffizier. Make sure your people are ready to march when the time comes. Okay, we're going to be heading into the trenches again very soon. Let's see if there's anything else he needs. We have a few prisoners of war in the camp that need guarding until they can be moved to a prison. All right, fair enough. So we can do the guard duty. And I definitely want to help out the nurse. It looks like she is in great need of help. Cone has been admitted to the hospital after collapsing after work. Really, Cone? Oh my goodness. Okay, let's offer assistance. Unfortunately, we need to assist. We don't really have the men to do it, but we're going to need to go for it. So let's assist in the hospital here. And nobody's going to be resting today. Very soon, we're going to be headed back into the trenches. Sooner rather than later, I should say. Okay, let's see exactly what the Unteroffizier needs. Your unit is tasked with guard duty. Appoint 2 men to patrol the boundaries of our camp, of course. Can we ask for more work? Let's ask for more work. Help dig trenches. Very well. It's not going to make the men very happy, but this is what must be done. And actually, what I should do is get one of the less rested men. Let's see here. Vellinger to do the guard duty. And we'll leave Lotze behind. We'll let him actually recuperate a bit. And we'll send Donner over here and Schmidbauer to help dig the trenches. Now, it looks like we're actually going to be headed into the main trench line very soon. And it's going to be a shame if we can't bring Cone with us. Also, isn't it crazy that just from cleaning latrines, Cone ended up in the field hospital? I think we need to put a few more hairs on this guy's chest. All right, here we go. Have your people ready? It's back to the trenches, Herr Unteroffizier. Let's see if the French find the courage to attack us. All right. Cone is ready for duty again. Okay, perfect. I've released him from the field hospital. Very good. And I believe it is time to head into the trenches. Let's do it. All right, my friends, let's take a look and see what HQ wants first. What do you think, Herr Unteroffizier? Do we want to play a little trick on the French? Send some of your men out into no man's land tonight and cut through the barbed wire just outside the French trenches. Then the French will think we are preparing an attack and will barely dare to sleep out of fear. And no, my earlier question was rhetorical. I don't care what you think. This is an order. Of course it is. Good old Lieutenant von Karsbruck. Sorry, I'm the Unteroffizier. Okay, well, we're going to cut that barbed wire. Let's send Donner out there and Weilinger. And we're going to have to send someone to fetch rations. I'm hoping that Cone is not too tired to grab some rations. But you know what? Let me also take a look here. See if there's anything else we could do. Yep. So we're going to send Lotze, Leinecke, and Schmidbauer to build a defensive position here. And hopefully they won't get too tired doing it. Not too bad. All right. The men are in a good mood. Of course, they lost a little bit of that excellent mood because of the difficult workout here, but that is the way things are. Oh, look at that. Is that just a young fellow, a young boy running through the trenches? I think he's a little young to be in the trenches to begin with. All right, looks like fetching ammunition is going to be important. And remember last time when we actually got into trench combat, how important that fetching ammunition was. So I'm definitely going to grab that. While we're at it, I'm going to try to build up some more defensive positions. So let's take a look here. Can we add a parapet? Set up ladders? Yes, we can do that. And it looks like we might be able to set up some barbed wire. Absolutely. Nobody is resting on my watch. Least of all, Lotze. Let's take a look here. So there's a skirmish going on. We've got enough rations for 2 days. We're definitely going to need to send some men out for rations. And I might just make that the focus of this turn. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm just going to send everybody out for rations and ammunition. So that we get a whole bunch of both, hopefully. Of course, that can change. Yes, Schmidbauer? Something is going on in the French trenches. Someone should take a closer look. Who knows what they are preparing? Yeah, he might be right. And guess who gets to go and do that? Schmidbauer. You go recon those trenches. Well, let's just back up a bit and see if there's anything else that needs doing. I think we've done a pretty good job with our defensive positions here. Yeah, I don't think there's anything left to build. The French have a sniper in the area. He already shot some of our comrades. Should be extra careful in the near future. Not good to know that we've got a sniper watching us, but it is what it is. He didn't see anything on recon duty, but clearly we know there's a sniper, and to be fair, a sniper is going to do his best not to be seen, so that is something to consider. And it doesn't look like our lieutenant needs anything either right now. All right, we've got to keep in mind that Leineke, is it Leineke? Vellinger, sorry, is quite tired, but that's because there is a heat wave and a sniper in the area. Clearly not the best of, I was going to say the best of both worlds, but clearly not the best of either world. Nonetheless, Kohn is going to have to set up some ladders here. We can't stop working. That definitely took away some of the good mood of our men, and we're in a much better position with the lieutenant. I carried out your order, but was wounded in the process. Damn, man. He got shot by the sniper. Thankfully, it doesn't seem to be a serious wound. He maybe got grazed with a light wound, but that's never a good thing. We need more space here for reinforcements, for ammunition as the basis for our future victory. You are to order some people to help our pioneers dig more bunkers. Okay. Fair enough. Orders are orders. And of course, let's see how many rations we have. Enough for 2 days. Yeah, nobody is getting any rest. Everybody is going to have to go and grab those rations. The problem here is that in reserve, in the trench, doesn't actually reduce the tiredness or anything of that nature. Another communication trench collapsed. Of course, we will rebuild it at once. Kohn, Schmidbauer, and Donner. And the reason is these are the guys that are the most rested at the moment. French have been busier than usual. I have a bad feeling about this. I think we should keep an eye out. Yeah, I think you're right. Vellinger, and we're going to have 2 men go and fetch ammunition. Again, we never want to be out of ammo. Didn't see anything out of the ordinary. Okay. An enemy plane was shot down by our own and went down behind our lines. However, the pilot was not found on the wreckage and must be on the run. Send a patrol out as quickly as possible to capture him. Now, that is cool. Going to look for a fugitive pilot. I am going to send Schmidbauer. He's quite strong. He could probably hold on to the fellow. And I'm going to send Donner. Everybody seems to be highly motivated, but I think these 2 are the best to send out to grab an enemy pilot. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like we grabbed him. Oh, wait, we found the enemy pilot. He ran right into us, into a small area of forest just at the edge of our trenches. Then we handed him over to the lieutenant, who treated him almost as an equal. All right, very cool. And that exceptional prestige with the lieutenant is continuing. Oh boy, we've got some artillery coming in. I urgently need someone to deliver a message to headquarters. Good job catching the fugitive pilot, Herr Unteroffizier. The daredevil really tried to sneak through our trenches at night. Even without his airy steed, he is still so brave and daring. Admirable! Truly a knight in flying armor that many of our ordinary soldiers and Unteroffizier could take an example of. I'm not sure the men want to hear about that, but nonetheless, somebody is going to have to go and send that message, and unfortunately, it's going to be Kohn. And I really like Kohn, but somebody's got to do it, man. As the old saying goes, somebody has got to do it. Let's take a look at this defensive position. Yeah, nothing we can really do there. There's a sniper somewhere on the other side. He nearly got me earlier. Ended up just being a grazing shot, but it was close, and he did take a light wound. So that's obviously not good. Let's see what headquarters wants. What do you think, Officer? Oh, he's going to want us to cut some barbed wire. Why not? We're going to send Lotse and Kon, and the rest of the men, with the exception of Vellinger, are going to have to go and fetch some rations. Running low on ammunition. Absolutely. One of our defenses has completely been destroyed by artillery fire. The position can no longer be garrisoned. My goodness. Another communication trench collapsed, and I think that's the position he's talking about. Gather your shovels and men. You have to rebuild it as soon as possible. Absolutely. Orders are orders. Gonna send Donner. I want to send our most rested men to maintain the trenches, whereas the rest are going straight to fetch ammunition. Schmidbauer drew in a sharp breath. The Lusitania was loaded with ammunition. Our Navy had warned them in advance and had every right to sink them. Every right, yeah? There were civilians and children, over 100 children, and almost all of them were killed. The naval blockade with its starvation plan has left the Navy no other choice, Schmidbauer countered. We're soldiers here. We can't influence what happens anyway. News about the sinking of the Lusitania, of course, a tragic fate. Hardly any ammunition available removed. Good. Pack your things, Herr Unteroffizier. We were relieved. We're going back to camp. I sure hope so, man. That was a rough one. Though I hope you guys enjoyed the episode, and I hope you guys will be back for the next one. Again, please make sure to like if you haven't already. And if you made it to the very end here, I want you to put very end in the comments. Just out of curiosity, I want to see how many people actually sit through these entire episodes, especially a somewhat longer one like this one. Thank you so much, guys. Take care. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.